It's really easy to upload images to the KGC picture archive. First, you need a link to the folder where they're going to go. Send an email to the webmaster and tell them what the pictures are of and what year they were taken. They'll send you back a link which you use to upload pictures to the archive. Once you've uploaded the images, you specify the order the images should be displayed in, and then you add captions to any or all of the images. And it's a good idea to identify people that appear in them, if you can. Once you're through, email the webmaster group, letting them know you're finished, and they can make them visible to others. If you have a PC and use Fastone, there's a way I find easier to add captions and specify the display order before uploading. The details of how to do that are in another video, and there's a link posted below on YouTube. Here I have a folder of golf carts decorated for Christmas that I want to upload to the KGC picture archive. I've sent a request to the webmaster and I got a response back, and if I look at this response, we see we have a link to where we should put the pictures. If I click on that link, it opens a folder in the archive where I need to put the pictures. Now I can upload them by just clicking here where it says upload, and I get a choice of uploading individual files, or I can upload an entire folder of files by clicking, and it says, do you really want to do it from this OneDrive account? I'm currently using my Imaging Tips account, and if I click continue, this folder will become available to that account wherever I go. So anyway, I'll click continue, and now I get to go and pick my folder. Well, I'm going to cancel that because I already have the folder open here, so I don't need to go look for it. I can just drag and drop it. But I can't see both folders at once on this screen. So if I click up here on the title bar and hold it down, I can drag it out of the way so I can see both. And at this point, I can pick the first image. I can hold down Shift and click on the last image to pick them all, or I can use the Control-A shortcut, which I like, and I can just drag them over and drop them in. So that's one way to do it. Windows also offers another view option, which is called split screen, which works quite well when dragging and dropping. Again, we go up here to the title bar, click and hold, and we're going to click and hold, there we go. And as we start to get to the edge of the screen, notice where my cursor is with the yellow dot around it. As I touch the edge of the screen, we're going to see a gray line appear in the center. There it is. I'll back off, it disappears. I go to the edge again. There's the gray line. That's showing where the window is going to end up if I let go at this point. So I'm going to let go, and when I do, this window takes up half the screen, and now we see thumbnails of all the other windows that I have open. I choose the one I want on the other side of the screen. I want the one with the browser that's open to OneDrive and the folder I'm going to upload to. And now I can do the same thing. I can drag the images and drop them over here. And when I drop them, it will start uploading. It says it's uploading, and pretty soon we'll see them start to appear. There's some of them. And it takes OneDrive a little bit of time to make the thumbnails for these images. Usually, if OneDrive isn't overly busy, once they've been uploaded, you can go up here and say sort, choose the sort order you want, and hopefully you'll see thumbnails. Well, today it drove me crazy when this happened, but it's a good thing. You see, OneDrive, after you upload images to it, needs to process them if it's going to show them through its photo viewer. And sometimes the servers at OneDrive get way behind, and that happened today. So now it's about 3 hours later, and hopefully by now the thumbnails have appeared. So I'm going to click on sort, and I'm going to sort by name, and good, there they are. And as I say, when I looked a while ago, they weren't there yet, so almost 3 hours today. Now, in the sort order, you have choices of by name, which often is the order they were taken in. You could also sort it by date taken, which may work, but doesn't in this case because some of the images no longer have the date taken information inside the file. Or you can end up with a custom sort. And to get a custom sort, you start with an arrangement that is a good starting point, and then you click on rearrange. And once you've done that, you get a slightly different view. Before I rearrange these, let's get out of the split screen mode. I'll go up here to the title bar, I'll double click, and that window went back to where it was before. If I double click up here on this window, it goes to full screen. If I double click again, it goes back to where it was originally. If I double click again, it'll get back to full screen. Anyway, that's another quick way to go full screen and back to window mode, is double clicking up on the title bar. Alright, remember we're in the rearrange mode, so I can choose any image and drag it around. And I'm going to pick the winner of the golf cart decorating contest. I'm going to grab this one, which I know won, and I'm going to bring it over here to the beginning. And as you see, as I grab an image, it opens up holes where I can place it. And once I'm over where I want to place it, I just let go, and there it is. And the third one, I believe, was this one. So I'll bring it up here and drop it into place. And you'd continue doing this until you had all the images sorted in the way you wanted them to display. At that point, you go here and say Save Sort Order. And now you see the images displayed in the order we chose. To add captions, we double click on an image. We're viewing it here in full screen mode. These are not original images, so they don't cover the screen. And here's where it says add a caption. If we just click there, it opens up this details pane, and this is where you add the caption, right over here. This was a McDonald's that won, so we'll say McDonald's came in first. And hit enter, and as you see, the caption appears down here at the bottom. Now, if you just drag over to get the second image, you can, the pane is still here, and we can just keep adding captions. And when you're adding captions, it's good to put the names of people that are in the images, if you know them. This will be good when people look back at the archive in the future. Once you're through, you just X out of here. The captions will all be saved in the archive, and that's it. That's all there is to it. It's as easy as that. Get a link, upload the images to it, sort them, and add captions. In another video, I'll show you how to specify the display order and add captions before you upload an image. But this really only works if you have Faststone on a PC. I think it's a little easier, but both of them work. And before I forget it, let's go back and look at OneDrive and see where the link to that shared folder is. We go over here where it says shared, we click, and we see that we now have one link here that we didn't have before. And this folder was shared by Ren and it's always here. Now if you're all through with it and no longer want it in your shared folders, you just click on it and say remove from my shared list. And it says, it's going to remove the folder. You can't get to it anymore, but since you still have the link, you really can. So I click on remove and it's gone.